Stop begging for a seat in their courtroom. You are living like a defendant in your own life. Every choice you make comes with a defensive footnote. You explain your job. You justify your silence. You apologize for your boundaries. Why do you need them to understand? Do you think their approval makes your truth truer? The Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius never asked for permission. He ruled the world, but answered only to his soul. Most people talk to fill their own insecurity. They leak power with every unnecessary word. You think explaining yourself creates a bridge. The Stoics knew it creates a leash. True authority does not offer a map to every stranger. It simply walks its path. If you are constantly explaining, you are not leading. You are pleading. It is time to stop the leak. You must learn the value of your own silence. You live in an age of digital overexposure. Social media has turned your life into a performance. You feel the urge to clarify your status to everyone. You post your wins to prove you are happy. You explain your struggles to gain cheap sympathy. This constant noise is a sign of internal poverty. You feel exhausted because you are living for an audience. You are a puppet for the world's judgment. Modern burnout comes from the mental effort of translation. You are trying to translate your soul for others. You want to speak a language that everyone likes. The ancients faced different empires but the same human flaws. They knew that status is built on self-sovereignty. If you can be rattled by a misunderstanding, you are weak. If you need them to get it, you are a slave. You have forgotten how to be your own judge. Silence is not just the absence of noise. It is the presence of absolute power. These Stoic secrets are your psychological iron. They signal that you are the architect, not the exhibit. They quietly demand respect without saying a word. The first thing you must never explain is your purpose. Most people talk about what they will do. They seek the dopamine of applause before the work. This is a theft of your own energy. Zeno, the founder of Stoicism, valued results over speech. When you explain your goals, you dissolve the tension. Your mind thinks it has already won. Stop announcing your next move. Let your results be the only noise. A formidable man is recognized by his wake. He does not need to describe the ship. When you stop talking, you become unpredictable. You gain the advantage of surprise. Action is your first layer of silence. Silence protects the fire of your ambition. The second thing you must never explain is your silence. Most people feel a social pressure to speak. They fill gaps in conversation with mindless chatter. They apologize for the quiet as if it were a failure. This is a submissive behavior. A person of high status is comfortable with the void. They do not feel the need to entertain the bored. Epictetus taught that we should remain silent most of the time. Speak only when necessary and stay brief. When you are silent, you are observing. You are gathering information while others are leaking it. Silence is a filter that separates the wise from the foolish. It shows that you are not desperate for connection. It shows that you are a complete universe. Never lower your presence by babbling just to be liked. Silence is the ultimate social authority. The third thing you must never explain is your no. You think a refusal requires a long story. You say no to an invite, then add an excuse. You say, I am busy, or I have a prior commitment. This is a subtle form of begging. It invites the other person to negotiate with your time. Epictetus taught that no man is free who is not master. A firm no is a complete sentence. It shows that your time belongs to you alone. You do not owe the world a ledger of your hours. When you stop justifying your boundaries, people stop testing them. They see a wall of stone, not a fence of wire. Value is created by scarcity, not by apologies. A boundary is your third layer of silence. Never lower your standards to accommodate their convenience. Your time is your territory. The fourth thing you must never explain is your joy. You bought something you love. You started a hobby that makes no sense to others. You are happy for reasons they cannot see. Your ego wants to justify your delight. You want them to agree that your choice was smart. This is a sign of deep insecurity. Seneca warned that he who has enough has all. If your joy depends on their agreement, it isn't yours. It is a loan from the crowd. When you stop explaining your happiness, it becomes unshakable. You no longer need to translate your heart for a committee. You are the only person who needs to live in your skin. Let them wonder what makes you smile. Your mystery is your strength. Self-sufficiency is your fourth layer of silence. Never lower your spirit by seeking permission to be happy. Happiness is a private kingdom. The fifth thing you must never explain is your private struggle. Everyone has a battle, and everyone has a wound. Most people use their pain as social currency. They explain their trauma to get a discount on expectations. They seek the cheap comfort of pity from strangers. This is the ultimate leak of human power. Epictetus taught that reason is the governor of the soul. A formidable man handles his ghosts in the dark. He does not put his suffering on a billboard. When you stop explaining your pain, you master it. You do not let your history become a performance. This creates a terrifying level of resilience. People sense you are carrying weight, but see no strain. This makes you a pillar they can lean on. You become the eye of the storm. Strength is forged in the silence of struggle. The sixth thing you must never explain is your choice of company. You stopped hanging out with certain people. You cut off toxic family or old friends. Most people feel they owe an exit interview to everyone. They explain their boundaries to those who violated them. This is a waste of your life force. Marcus Aurelius said to stop talking about what a good man is. Just be one. If you have moved on, your absence is enough. You do not need to justify why you seek peace. Silence is the highest form of closure. It shows that you are no longer in their orbit. You do not need to win the argument of why you left. You have already won by leaving. Your inner circle is your own business. Your loyalty is a gift, not a debt. The seventh thing you must never explain is your past. You made mistakes, and you have scars. Your ego wants to explain the context of your failures. You want people to know you are different now. This is a sign that you are still a prisoner. A Stoic knows that the past is a dead thing. It has no power unless you give it a voice. Your current actions are the only proof. You do not need to narrate your transformation to the crowd. When you stop explaining your history, it loses its grip. You are a new man every single morning. Let them judge the ghost of who you were. You are busy building the man you are now. Silence about the past is your final act of freedom. You are defined by your present, not your history. Status is not something you chase through speech. It is something you radiate through your choice of silence. You have the lexicon of the masters now. These 7 things are your psychological armor. They protect your energy and command the room. The Stoic path is not about being loud. It is about being unshakable in your own reason. Stop leaking your power through unnecessary explanations. Stop reacting to every social hook. Go back into the world and live like a king. The world will try to pull you down. It will try to make you loud and desperate. Your worth is a fact, not an opinion. Silence is the shield of the sovereign. Each day you wake up with a choice. You can be a victim or a master. Most people choose the former because it is easy. It is easy to be loud. It is easy to judge. It is easy to explain. But the path of the Stoic is difficult. It is the path of the warrior. You must fight your own mind every hour. Do not ask for a lighter burden. Ask for broader shoulders. Marcus Aurelius was not born unshakable. He made himself that way daily. He stood at the edge of the world. He chose to look inward. You must do the same. When the world screams at you, say nothing. This silence is not emptiness. It is the fullness of a mind. You know your own worth. You are not defined by your bank account. You are defined by your character. If you stay still, you win. The true status is internal. It is what you think of yourself. Are you proud of your reactions? If not, then change. Change is a decision made in a heartbeat. From this moment, decide to be sovereign. Nothing disturbs you without your consent. Build your citadel brick by brick. Guard the gates with logic. Let the world do what it will. You are the eye of the storm. You are the mountain. This is the end of your slavery. The power was always yours. You only had to stop giving it away. Reclaim your soul. The storm will continue, but you are the rock. Nothing touches the king within. Your life starts now. Focus on the silence. Watch the world change. You are finally free.